What's up, everybody? It's Carl, aka Carl Drum Tech, and today let's talk about what you do if you get cut from the instrument that you want in your high school, or let's say you don't make the instrument you want when you go audition. Well, what should you do? You should watch this video. Cue the music. Alright, if you guys are finding me for the first time, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's the red button down below that says subscribe. That way you guys are notified anytime I put out a new video regarding the marching arts, marching bands, drum lines, color guards, not really color guards, I keep saying it, indoor percussion, all that good stuff. Don't miss a single upload. Be notified right away as well by clicking the notification bell as well. That way you are the first to know anytime I drop a new video. Don't miss a single upload. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's get to the video. Okay, so let's talk about a situation where, like, let's say you are on an instrument and then you audition for that instrument again and then you don't make it. Somebody else, kind of makes it over you, so you feel like, you kind of got kicked off your instrument. Or what if, like, you keep trying, right? Like, let's say it's your sophomore year, you're going into your junior year, you keep trying, and maybe you're on tom line or flubs or whatever, and then you're trying to make bass drum or some other instrument, and then you don't make it, right? Well, I mean, it can be pretty dejecting, right? First, in one situation, you're on an instrument and you got kicked off. I mean, and then it's like, what the heck, right? It's like, I was on that instrument, I got kicked off. It can feel very bad, right? It's like you're on your instrument and all of a sudden people are saying, okay, you're not good enough, okay? Or somebody else is better than you. So you get cut, right, from that instrument, and then you have to play some other instrument that you didn't want to play, right? You wanted to play the instrument that you were on. Or let's say you've been trying so hard, right, to make this instrument for how many years, 1 or 2 years, and then, like, you're still not making it, okay? Well, in those situations, I gotta say, like, you gotta keep your head up. You gotta be positive, and you gotta look at it from a practical point of view, okay? Don't think that, especially if you're young, all right? Like, let's say you're a freshman or a sophomore. If you're young, like, you have time, okay? Like, maybe, yeah, you want to play that instrument now, but at some point, you will get there. And I say that as a former percussion instructor because, right, the turnover rate is so high. Every 4 years, you have a group of kids who graduate and you have all these holes to fill. Guess what? Guess who gets to fill them? The underclassmen, right? So no matter what, your opportunity will come. I'm not saying you should be complacent and be like, oh, well, I'm going to be on that instrument no matter what by the time I'm a senior or a junior or whatever. I don't need to practice or work as hard. That's not what I'm saying. Right? What I'm saying is, don't get down if you don't make the instrument that you want or you get cut or whatever, especially if you're still a freshman or a sophomore, okay? You will get your chance to play that instrument because there will just be spots available. There will be, there will be a job for you, so to speak, right? Because of the turnover rate, okay? So have faith in the fact that at some point you will get your opportunity. There will be a spot for you. Keep working hard. Don't get down on yourself. Don't think you're a failure. Don't think like, what is the point of all this, okay? Just think you will get your opportunity, all right? Just be patient, okay? And you can't think like, I suck or like, anything. No, okay? You got to think. Like, if you're on the instrument before, like, congratulations, you made it one time. You just got to make it again. You got to prove it to yourself again that you can do it again. And you will, as long as you keep working hard. Take that opportunity to be like, all right, well, they didn't want me this time for this instrument. Well, F them. Like, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to show them what's up, okay? And then you will get another opportunity and another audition, right? There's usually 2 auditions, right? For fall line and spring line. So work hard, show those instructors they were wrong, okay? And get that instrument, all right? If you want something to happen in your life, you got to make it happen. And if you want an instrument, right, you got to work hard, you got to practice, you got to earn it, okay? So make it happen. And let's say, like, you've been working so hard every single year, you still haven't made it. I have a student who, like, it took them 2 years, right? They were on flubs or tom line for 2 years, and then eventually by their junior year, they got on quads, okay? So just be patient. Part of it, is the turnover rate, right? So it's like there were spots available. So, but he's been working towards that for like the last 2 years. He made it happen, okay? So you got to think like that too. Like, like, even if you're on tom line for 2 years, so what, right? If anything, like, that's like a new invention. I didn't have that when I was in high school. I didn't have that when I was teaching, right? It's like, it's an opportunity to perform. If you guys don't know what a flub line is or a tom line, it's, you play on one drum or a tom, and, it's like not on bass drum or whatever, it's not on cymbals, but you get to drum, like, very similar parts to the snare drum parts and the tenor drum parts, and you just, maybe you aren't as audible as the other instruments, but at the same time, you get to perform, you get to, like, do the movements with everybody else. you get to, you know, drum very similar parts to everybody else. So you get to be trained while you are performing. Does that make sense? So it's like, I think it's a very cool invention, actually. Okay, so if you are on that instrument, take that opportunity to just keep learning, keep developing, keep growing, keep getting better, and eventually, like I said, your time, okay, will come. Your time as well will come, all right? Now, let's say you're a junior or a sophomore, and like, let's say you never make it. Hopefully, like, that's not the case. Hopefully the instructor says, you know what, you pay your dues. You were very dedicated. You were here for 3 years or whatever it is. I got to give you what you want your senior year, right? Or I got to try to work something with you so that I can give you as close to what you want as possible, right? As an instructor, I would think like that. But, you know, if somehow it doesn't work out, like in the rare occasion that, you know, the instructor just says, you know, like, you're just not good enough, like, you know, you can't play bass drum, you can't play cymbals, you can't play anything, you just play toms all 4 years, all right, or play, you know, whatever, right, some instrument that you don't want, okay, then you got to think, all right, well, I'm part of the ensemble, okay, I get to, you know, still try to make the best of the situation, try to get better as much as I can, and if you still want to keep doing this activity, right, you can go on and do independent groups, right? So that's another opportunity to do what you want, right? So make it so that you have an opportunity to play an instrument that you want at an independent group, or all age corps, like all age drum corps, like, you know, you can be any age, so you can keep trying until you make it happen. Or like some people, like they're done with music as soon as they're done with high school, go do something else that maybe that you would really enjoy, okay, and be successful at. And that's going to be your success, right? So if you consider like everything else a failure, you can think, oh, okay, well, you know, I can, you know, be a successful painter now. I can be a successful photographer. I can be a successful, you know, like office administrator, whatever the case may be, right? So do that, okay? Don't judge your short life as like a culmination of your entire life. Hopefully you will live to 100, okay? Along the way, all right? Like if you compare it to 100, okay, like 18 years, 16 years, 17 years that you're alive is not very much compared to 100 years. Does that make sense? So you can't judge your whole life just based on your short life. You got to judge it on your entire life, okay? And if you fail your entire life and you're hugely successful just on one thing, that one time in your life, I think that's a great life, okay? Because all of us fail at some point. All of us fail a bunch of times. The most successful people fail over and over again. And then they'll like business people, they'll fail on projects and businesses over and over again, and then they just make it big on one business, right? And they're rich. Does it matter that they failed all the times before? It does. It matters in that it helped them get that success, that huge success. Does that make sense? Okay. So I know you're young. You're like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I failed, or I didn't make the instrument I want, or, you know, like I got cut. Okay. Don't think like that. You have plenty of opportunities, okay? Keep working hard, keep trying, have faith, be patient, okay? You will have your shot. You will have your opportunity. Just be ready when it comes, okay? So, yo, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a huge favor, hit that like button down below as well. If you have questions or comments, want to add to the conversation, leave it in the comments as well. Starting to get back into the swing of things as far as like responding to comments. So if you do leave a comment, I will do my very best to respond. Chances are I will respond, okay? Now, if you feel like this video could help somebody else out, somebody who got cut, somebody who's still trying to make the instrument they want after all these years, and it's not happening, share this video with them. Share it on all your social media platforms. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe. I would really appreciate that, okay? Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Now, the next thing I think you guys should do is watch more of my videos by clicking over here and subscribe over here. Subscribe to Drumline Blueprint. Peace out.